Hi everyone, Brenda here with the Indigo Doors. I am here for week 2 of Love Yourself Bootcamp. Welcome. I hope your first week went well and you were able to notice and love whatever arose without judgment. It does take a lot of practice. And for this week, I want to talk about stress. I want to talk about worry. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this pretty quickly is because I feel that this is one of the areas that we allow these distortions or this way of being to run rampant without thinking about it. Meaning that it's just a habit in this culture to start worrying about things, to be anxious about things. And worries obviously are things like the what if, or oh my gosh, this is coming up, and we start ruminating or we start obsessing about things. Obviously, this is all worry. We can even worry about things that happened moments ago or a couple days ago, like the worry and the stress. And this is actually unhealthy for our beings. It's not very loving because it's all judgmental. It's all critical. It's criticizing the self or criticizing life or the experience about to happen. And it is a habit. And this takes practice for all of us to live without it, basically. Okay, so another component, there's a biological component to stress and worry. And that biological component is our nervous system. It actually heightens and tightens our nervous system, which we know wreaks havoc on our biology, on how we process our food, on how well our cells are generating. So really think about that, feel that for a minute, that our emotions affect how our biology functions. And that the most optimal place is obviously that place of peace, of flow, of surrender. And if you've watched any of my videos, you may have heard me talk about kind of that tense space. And when we start to worry, oh my gosh, we're tight. I mean, literally, like, if it's like me, I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my throat, I can feel it sometimes in my stomach. So living in flow is really practicing letting go. Everything is okay. Because worry and stress is a really good friend of not feeling safe. So these two kind of go hand in hand. So this mental space of worry, of thinking the worst case scenario or judging what's about to happen or what did happen, goes hand in hand. I do not feel safe. And I invite you again to really think about that and really feel that. Because unfortunately, I feel that many of us just accept this. Like, hey, I know I'm kind of stressed. I know I'm kind of worried. And let's not accept that. Let's accept and shift into peace, right? That's why you're showing up. That's why you're here. Let's start practicing a way of being, a life without stress, without worry. And another element of worry and stress is that it's fear, right? It's being afraid of the unknown. It's wanting to control everything. So if I really think about it and just sit there in it, then maybe I'll gain some control. And I'm going to tell you something that actually never happens. That is never the pathway. You're never going to find the peace or the love in worry. At some point, you're going to have to let it go and say, you know what, I'm willing to let this go. And that's actually the title of this week's class. I release the need for worry and stress. So as a reminder, fear can only lie to you. So you start down this road. It just starts moving along. And if you've been worrying for a long time, then it's pretty effortless. You could be doing this without your awareness. That's how powerful it can become. That being said, it can be just as powerful when you have practiced being at peace, feeling safe, that you're in this place of surrender and flow, this peace, right? Being here, where you're on the beach, the sun is shining, it's a cool, gentle breeze. You can feel that peace within your being. Fear can only lie. If it starts telling you the truth, it will become love. It will become that peace that you're cultivating within yourself. Okay, that's really important. So just looking at my notes, to reiterate just the what if games. I know that many of us play that game, what if, what if, what if, what if. And that takes practice, because if we're used to going down that pathway, it's going to say, hey, listen, Brenda, we're not going there. All is well. I've had to practice that a lot, and that's okay. Show up. That's what this is all about. You are so important. Okay, and then the constant worry that something might go wrong. What if I'm sick? What if so-and-so gets sick? What if so-and-so? This is all fear. And while those feelings are important because it's a part of you, you acknowledge them, you honor them, and you say, you know what? I'm not playing that game. I'm not having that conversation with you, right? This is a part of you that needs your love and support. That's why we love it. So you show up for it and you nurture it. You say, oh my gosh, I know we could go there and I'm not going there. I love you and I choose to remember and know that all is well and I am safe. Okay, so I have a number of activities for this week. So if you're really into this, it could take you probably 15 minutes a day and not 10. But if you do any one of these things or all of them together, it helps. This area is an area that we all benefit from practicing at. Let's live a different way. Let's imagine a world without fear, without worry, without anxiety. And I know that that's a pretty big feat, because it's okay to be worried. It's like we can show up for the emotion and the feeling. It's just when we start traveling down this path, it leads to distortions. It leads to parts of you that are not really who you are. So it takes practice, okay? So let's see. Number one, this is 5 activities for this week, okay? So number 1 is writing down affirmations that I am safe. I am safe. All is well. And I love this one. I release the need to be and feel worried or afraid, and I lovingly and powerfully choose to know I am safe and all is well in my world. Because if you're anything like me when I started on this journey, I would tell myself I am safe, and my being would go, oh yeah, right, sure, yeah, okay. And my body would do nothing. And I would have to sit there and I have to be like, Brenda, I get it. There's been some really unsafe things, and I've kind of helped perpetuate this story of being unsafe because I've been very afraid, and I would let myself go here. So I'd be like, no, really, all is well. To where I can feel within my being, within my heart, wow, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing. I have challenges, I have conflict, they arise, and I'm going to handle it. But that's not simply here. It's a marriage of here to here. So I know in my heart I can feel that. Okay? So even if nothing moves maybe right away, keep showing up, keep practicing, okay? So the first one, writing down the affirmations, 10 minutes a day, 3 minutes a day, and then you can do some of these other activities. Okay, and then the one that I kind of said, like, hey, just first thing in the morning or right before going to bed, practice feeling safe. Because one of the ways I realized that this was a challenge or a need within me was that I would wake up sometimes being like, just start worrying. I would just start go with like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And to where I would wake up and go, okay, hold on, I get it. These are beautiful experiences we're gonna have for this day. And it's going to work out perfectly. And what am I doing? I'm practicing feeling safe. I'm practicing letting go of the worry so that my go-to within me is to feel at peace, to know that everything is working out and that all is well. Okay? So that's like before bed or when waking up. All right, the other piece is saying affirmations. So saying in your car, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. And when you say affirmations, it's really helpful and very powerful to begin to allow yourself to feel the affirmation. I am safe. Okay. Number four is a breathing exercise. And I'm going to give you two. And believe me, there's a million out there. I don't care. Do any of them. Why? Because part of feeling safe, part of letting go of worries, is slowing down the nervous system. And that's breath work. So my favorite breath practice that I do probably every day is breathing in through my nose for as long as I comfortably can. So I slow down my body and I just breathe in through my nose. And then when I have all the breath I can handle in my being, I then hold my breath for as long as I can. And then throughout my mouth, I exhale slowly. This actually resets the nervous system. And I actually do that as long as I need to because I can feel it in my body, like my shoulders and my stomach, and my body just starts to melt a little bit. The other breathing exercise that is very common is like a 4 square. So you breathe in for 4, you exhale for 4 counts, you inhale for 4, you exhale for 4. So just practicing that is for as long as you need. That's so simple, right? Doing that every single day will allow your psyche and your being to practice being safe, letting go of stress and worry. You cannot worry in that space. It actually gives your brain something to do because you're breathing, you're giving it instructions. So the ego's like, great. Very, very helpful. Okay, and then the 5th activity is for those of you that love meditations. That's another beautiful way to slow down the nervous system and give your brain kind of something to do, replacing some of those worries and those doubts. There is a component of stopping yourself from playing out this story, which is why I started with noticing. We must notice that we're doing these things first. So then in noticing, saying, oh yeah, I know, we're used to going there and we're just not today. Okay. Kind of a lot. I know you got this. I'd love to hear from you. You're doing such a great job. I love you so dearly.